Hey Virgo, this read is for you guys. Let's jump on in and see what the universe has in store for you guys today. So universe, what messages do you have for Virgo? You got some guidance. Oh, she does too, because I got the universe card. So to me, that always speaks of a universal life lesson. All right, so we got the universe card. We have positive movement forward, recognition and reward, passion ignited, and stand your ground. Oof. I feel like part of this life lesson is assertiveness. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm going to keep pulling cards, but it's I have the solar plexus chakra, which speaks of power and self-esteem. Definitely tends to go along with assertiveness. I have spiritual strength. I have trapped in fear, which tends to hold us back from being assertive. Wisdom, which is the wisdom to see exactly what we need to say, what we need to do, and speaking our mind. The crown chakra, which represents our spirituality. I think it goes along with the spiritual strength. Almost feeling like this is speaking to a journey or a transition in life, changing a way of being here, maybe asking for what you want, and then not being afraid to go out there and get it. That's what it says to me. So I got the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords tends to represent something ending disappointingly. But you see the light around the swords. That speaks to this situation ending. Though it was disappointing, it's actually going to benefit you in the long run. I feel like this speaks of the thing that sent you on this path. Feel like there was something that occurred, whether it was a relationship that ended, whether it was losing a job, there was something coming to an end, and that is what gave you the kick in the butt that you needed to make this change. The Four of Swords to me speaks of the time that you took to reflect on yourself and your life and figure out what it was that you really wanted. I have the Chariot here, and she represents a positive movement forward and perseverance. So I feel like your journey isn't over yet. There's still going to be some obstacles along the way. There's still going to be some lessons for you to learn. I have the Star card, and she represents hope. So I think you definitely have a bright future here. I think you are learning these lessons, even though there's more to come. But I see that this is all gonna send you. It's gonna send you to where you need to be in life. And I have the Empress as well, and to me in this, she represents sort of the end result of you learning these life lessons and really being powerful and competent and confident in yourself as well. I got the Nine of Cups, which speaks of emotional abundance. I got 3 different kings here. So I wonder if there isn't, I don't know if this is the past or the future. I get the word duds. And I think it relates to romance. I think there's some duds along the way. Whether there was one that triggered this change, or many that triggered this change and you just got tired of it. But that's just the word I see when I look at them all. Just duds. So let's keep going. Let's keep building on it. So I have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords in this read to me, she speaks of, well, she ties in with these duds. That's how she ties into me. Of you being able to see them for what they are and sort through them, sift through them to find the one that's actually acceptable. And you're able to sort of shoo away the ones that are not. I have the Ten of Wands, which speaks of feeling overburdened. In this, to me, it feels like part of what triggered your journey and the journey itself. That it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to be easy, and it hasn't been easy so far. But it's definitely still worth it. I have the Ace of Pentacles, which speaks of a new beginning, and the Six of Pentacles, which speaks it speaks of an even give and take and finding balance. And when I see that one, then I think of the word duds again. So I feel like it ties back into these relationships, and finding one that really works for you, where you're getting enough of what you need, and the person's match. That's the word I get, match. You're looking for the right match. People who have just enough of what you need to match you. Because that's how I feel like this one's too much this one's not enough, that's why they're duds. They don't fit, they don't match. I have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords tends to speak of a situation that you feel is unfair, or that you caught the short end of the stick with. To me, I feel like it's your warning. I don't even know if I want to call it warning. It's just something to be aware of in your search for this partner, and that what you're looking for is fair. You're not expecting too much of them. You're willing to give enough of yourself, but that you're assertive enough to find that balance instead of just sort of secretly in your mind trying to find it. That you're willing to ask for it and willing to give it as well. I have the Sun card as well, and the Sun card is a good omen to me. It speaks of good things coming to fruition for you. So I have the Knight of Pentacles, and he speaks of something that you've been working for a long time, also coming to fruition. So he kind of ties in with your journey here, and you're starting to see the benefits of it. The Seven of Pentacles represents a bountiful harvest. So again, I think this is going to start to pay off. I'm going to pull a few more cards here. Got the Ace of Swords, which represents triumph. The High Priestess in this really stands out to me because she speaks of things that are still hidden from you, that you'll find out sort of along your journey as you progress, and not necessarily negative things. So I think this ties into sort of like personal truths. That's what it feels like to me. You're going to learn some more things about yourself along the way that you didn't know. So I have the Wheel of Fortune, which represents your fortunes changing for the better. I have the Three of Cups, which represents a happiness and celebration. I have the Ace of Wands here. The vibe I get when I look at this card is passion. I think you're a very passionate person. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm getting the vibe on some of these cards. You're a very passionate person. You're not afraid to speak your mind. I think that's why there's so many duds there. I think it ties into that as well. When you see someone that doesn't work, you're just like, dud, dud, dud. You're not afraid to just sort of dismiss the relationship and walk away and try for something new. It doesn't scare you. The change doesn't scare you. I do have the Five of Wands, which tends to represent bickering, drama. It can also speak of being in a situation with conflict and handling it with diplomacy. I also got the Five of Swords. I was wondering where these guys fit in. The Five of Swords, that tends to represent selfish victory or victory at the cost of others. So what I caution you in all of this, what I'm getting from the cards, is to just be tactful. When you decide to move on from these duds, which is entirely your right, be tactful. Because otherwise you can cause some hurt feelings without meaning to. Because these people might have developed feelings for you where you didn't develop feelings for them. I feel like that's part of your life lesson as well. And it ties in with the wisdom. It's being able to see things through other people's eyes. And to be assertive, but to be kind about it as well. So, memories of love, heartache and loss, intuition, and choose wisely. And I feel like these cards speak to that as well. I feel like the choose wisely speaks of how you're handling these situations when you're walking away. And recognizing that there might be some heartache, some loss, some hurt on the other person's side. And being kind. Because that's what I see when I see this. The intuition card, when I look at her, I see kindness and understanding. So I think maybe you've gotten a little lost just in that aspect, maybe just not quite thinking about how it would affect other people. Because from the cards, you strike me as someone who is bolder, who is not afraid to speak their mind. Like I said, just keep in mind how your words affect other people, and you still have a right to choose what you want, but I would just caution to be kind and respectful when you do it. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the read. Please leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, your feelings on it. I would absolutely love to hear it. Take care guys.